Hi guys, we are starting on project 2 and I thought this video might help give you some clarity. There are a lot of moving parts to this project and I wanted to make sure that you understood not only what was expected to be done, but the order in which it needs to be done. So I hope this clarifies some information for you, especially as I'm working through your planning documents. I'm seeing a little bit of confusion here and there. So let's go ahead and address that so that you know what to do for the rest of the project moving forward. So the first stage of this project is, of course, brainstorming. This includes your planning document, which counts as your right to learn for the first week of this project. In the planning document, I'm asking you to start thinking about where you might want to work, how you might evaluate the place you want to work, and then things about yourself, things that you know about yourself that can help you in crafting a cover letter to work at this particular place. I've seen a lot of really good work so far, especially in brainstorming about yourself. Make sure that you have examples and experiences to demonstrate the things that you're claiming when you are thinking about how to describe yourself. That's going to help you very much so as you move to the cover letter. All right, so you're just going to go through some initial brainstorming. Next, after you've done the brainstorm, you've been thinking kind of, I might want to work here or here. These are the jobs I'm interested in. You need to settle on a specific job at a specific organization. So, for example, you may want to say, okay, I would like to work as a second grade teacher at Siegel Elementary School in Murfreesboro. So it does need to have a specific job at a specific location. So, for example, I could take a look at working at Rutherford County Schools or Murfreesboro City Schools, but probably I need to land on a specific place so that I really can dig in and see if I want to work there. Some people were kind of brainstorming about organizations in general, like maybe you want to work for a large organization that has different locations throughout the country. Again, I would suggest a specific one at a specific location because location might end up being criteria that you want to consider. You can also look for job ads that are currently out there. That's a really good way to get acquainted with that process, is to go see what's out there and see what a job ad might require of you. All right, next you are going to finalize the criteria you started thinking about in your planning document. So in the example template, I do mention that you need 5 to 7 criteria to review the job and organization. So think about what you are looking for in a workplace. These could be really specific questions about the specific organization, or they could be general criteria such as location or benefits or mission, goals, work culture, diversity, anything that you really think you want to look at. You will need to craft these 5 to 7 very clear criteria, and you will need to have, coincidentally, 5 to 7 paragraphs in your review that discuss how the organization measures up in using these criteria. So these could be strengths and weaknesses. It could just be strengths, things that you like. We don't know, right? You have to kind of look at the specific organization in relation to your criteria and see how it measures up. Now, if you do this and you find out that the place you were looking at is just not for you, it's not a good fit in any way, there's too many red flags for you, too many weaknesses in your perspective, then you would want to kind of go back to the brainstorming process a little bit here and pick somewhere else. But if you're happy enough to move forward, if you think this is where you would want to potentially work, then you would move forward with this and you're going to craft that review. You're going to, after you've created the criteria, that's going to be helping you to write your review. You write it. You're going to write the review on that specific job or organization. And this is going to be Power Draft number 1. So to be clear, you are turning in 2 final drafts for this project. The first one is a formal review of the organization that you are wanting to work for. after you write the review, because you can't really write the cover letter first. The whole point of the review is to get to know the job. Your cover letter can't be vague and general. It really needs to be tailored to the specific job at the specific organization. That is, if you want to be hired. So after you do the review, you're going to craft a cover letter. You're going to have to combine the brainstorming that you did about yourself with what you learned about your organization, and that is going to culminate in Power Draft number 2. So you'll be turning in Power Draft 1, the review that should be written first, but turned in at the same time. And then after that, you will write your cover letter, which is applying to the job at the organization you reviewed, and that is Power Draft number 2. So there are, again, a lot of moving parts. There is a specific order that you need to do this in, but I hope in looking at this process here that that'll help make it a little more clear for you.